Do you want to be able to pull this off in Halo Infinite? Here's how I practice for that exact situation. First thing is in custom games, so under search, if we just type in HEFR, aimbots unlimited. Under sandbox, starting equipment thruster, infinite equipment energy, and then map wise, there's aimbots version 2. All right, let's walk into the arena. Now on the wall here, we can turn on 8 bots. So let's do that first. So the most important part of that clip is it's not that just that I was using thruster, and we'll talk about me using thruster in a second, but it was being able to go from one direction of shooting to quickly identifying my next target. And this comes from just a ton of repetition of being able to turn and instantly notice that there's a bot. And we don't necessarily need them shooting back at us. We can certainly turn that on. But what we want is how fast can I turn, quickly identify there's a target, and get after that. Now, once I've gotten a little better at that, I personally like to use the stalker rifle because this is something you'll actually use in Super Husky, and it requires just a little bit more accuracy as I miss all of my shots. But again, you're changing targets, you're practicing how to scope. As you get better at that, so maybe you've killed 40 bots with just the bandit and the sniper, I like to put in those obstacles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to practice sliding one way, thrusting another, and being able to hit that target. So we'll get him, I'll slide, thrust back, instantly lock onto a target. Because you need to learn, if I hit thruster in a certain direction, how far out am I going to go? How far is that going to turn my reticle? Because it's not just about getting lucky, it's about being able to know if I thrust, I'm going to move this far, and then boom, I can hit that head. Thrust, quickly lock on, I'm around the corner, where is he? There he is. We can G-slide one way like this, I can thrust that way, find my target. So again, if you want to be able to pull off a move like that, you need to practice. Get Heifer Aimbots Unlimited, jump into the Aimbots version 2.0 and get some practice. Make sure they have thrust, you have unlimited thrust, and just put in the time. Get so good with your aim, you don't even have to think about it, and every time you take a shot, you assume you're going to hit. That confidence is really going to bode well in Super Husky. This is Rival Titan, and I'll see you guys out there.